I'm here with Trevor Prichett, COO of Yards Brewing, in the middle of their new state-of-the-art facility here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. How are you doing today, Trevor?
Doing well, thanks, Paul. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. So tell us a little bit about Yards Brewing.
So the company was founded in 1994 in the Manayunk section of Philadelphia by my partner, Tom Kehoe. And Tom founded it with one of his college roommates. They started brewing in a garage-sized space, maxed out their credit cards for their first brew house, and this will actually be the fifth time and the last time that we move, but this will be the fifth location.
What does Yards Brewing, how did you come up with the name, and how does it tie into Philadelphia?
So the name actually comes from when Tom and John originally started thinking of a name. They really loved English-style ales in particular, and were trying to come up with a name that sounded a little English or British, but would also tie them to Philadelphia. And they started thinking of things connected to Scotland Yard, and the word yard kept coming up, and Yards just. They didn't have a name when they were ready to roll, so Yards just stuck, and that became the name.
Fantastic. So congratulations on your success thus far. So the idea of a new facility, how did that come about?
Really out of necessity. We were starting to outgrow the current facility, so we're currently in about 38,000 square feet. We didn't have enough room to can in that facility, and we wanted to add canning. And we were running out of fermentation space as well. So 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago anyhow, we started looking for a new location. So an expansion like this is certainly never an easy undertaking, especially when it's the first time that you've done something of this scale. So we relied on a lot of partners and experts in taking things to the next level. One of the biggest challenges was bringing all these vendors from different parts of the world together with our great contractors here in Philadelphia, putting all the pieces of that puzzle together, coordinating the shipment of all the equipment and the timing of the timing and coordination that required to make sure the right equipment arrived at the right time, so that it could be properly installed and didn't hold up construction, didn't hold up the arrival of other equipment.
What are some of the coolest features of this new facility?
So we're really stepping up the technology and hence the efficiency in this facility. One of the very coolest features that's right behind us is a Simon brew house. Simon is a German manufacturer of brew houses, and this is actually going to be the first Simon brew house on the east coast of the United States. The real beauty behind this brew house is the efficiency for its brew length, for the size of the brew house. So our current brew house is a 50 barrel, which it's a 50 barrel system. The capacity annually is about more or less 50,000 barrels. This Simon brew house has a 100 barrel brew length. It's a 100 barrel system, yet the top end capacity is almost 300,000 barrels. So just about 6 times what the current one is, even though it's only twice the brew length. And that really comes from the design of the lauter tun, the pre-run tank, the automation, the overall engineering of the system really enhances the efficiency in a significant way.
So you have some really sizable tanks in here. How'd you get them in here?
So the tanks actually came through the roof. Okay. So we cut a large hatch in the roof, which is just over here. And that now that we have that removable hatch, we're actually using it to drop all the tanks in. So we set up a crane at the corner of the block here. And the riggers bring the tanks actually over the top of the building and drop them in through that hatch.
That's really cool. So you have a hatch that you can reuse if you want to bring in more machinery.
And make into a fantastic skylight.
Your customers, patrons, how does the the creation of this new facility enhance your customers' experience when they come here?
So this facility allows us to create an experience that where the customer can, from the tap room, which is right behind us, really observe and enjoy all elements of the production process while having a beer seated in the tap room. So as you can see from the tap room, you have full view of the brew house. You can also see the Alpha Laval cold block and yeast system. Through glass on the back side of the tap room, you can look into both the canning and bottling operations, where the fillers will be on full display. In addition to that, you can peek around the corner and see where the kegging is happening, and look through into the warehouse. So really all elements of production are on display for the consumer here in the tap room. And you can also, something really unique about this facility, you can go outside underneath 600-barrel fermenters and have a beer and a bite to eat.
That's awesome.
So we partnered with CP Furniture, based in Wilmington, Delaware, for all of our tables for the tap room. And CP Furniture teaches at-risk youth furniture making, and they make an absolutely phenomenal product. And they also have made a great partner for us here in the new tap room.
I love the tanks outside. I love the vibe, the garage doors. I mean, it's so inviting, and it's such an awesome place to come and have a beer. So, speaking of beer, what's Yards got brewing? Anything new coming up that we should be aware of?
Well, we've always got something new coming up, but we really like to focus on our core ales and the stalwarts. And the fall is a fantastic time to be drinking Brawler. One of my all-time favorites. It's an English mild in style, which means that it's got a very gentle hop profile, but a lot of great malt flavor. And it's low in alcohol, so it's only 4.2%. So you can enjoy a good session of them, and then continue on with your job. So,
also a great beer to watch the Eagles with, right?
No question about that, especially this year, baby.
Go Eagles! Well, Trevor, thank you very much for the time you've taken us and in the tour of the new facility. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait for it to open. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Trevor Prichett, COO, Yards Brewing, for the love of the beer.